Shubhman, it's been a wonderful test match. I suspect that's little consolation right now.
Yes, definitely. I think a brilliant test match. We had our chances in the match. I think a few drop catches and our lower order didn't contribute as much as we like to, but overall I think really proud of our effort.
I wondered are you scratching your head a little bit, wondering how you're in this position? Because for long periods of the first 4 days, you were in a very dominant position.
Yeah, a little bit. I think yesterday we were thinking that we're going to give around 430, 435 and then declare. But unfortunately, I think our last 6 wickets scored around 20, 25 runs, which is never a good sign. But even today, I thought after their brilliant opening partnership, we did have our chances and just didn't go our way in this match.
You mentioned the 6 for 31 in the second innings. Of course, it was 7 for 41 in the first as well. So it happened not once, but twice.
Yes, that was something that we spoke about, but when you are out there in the middle, it happens so quickly, and I think it would be one of those things that we have to rectify in the upcoming matches.
And the drop catches too, I mean, if you put it all together, it might have been a very different outcome today.
Yes, definitely. Chances don't come easy, especially on wickets like these, and we dropped quite a few catches, but I think we have got a young team, still a learning one, and hopefully in the next matches we'd be able to improve on those aspects.
First game as captain for you, it's very hard perhaps to pinpoint things now, just moments after the game, but looking back, do you think you could have done anything differently today?
I mean, not really. I think the first session that we bowled, we were quite spot on. I think we bowled pretty well. Didn't give away that many runs, but it's very hard to stop the runs once the ball gets old, and you have to keep picking wickets to be able to stay in the game. And unfortunately, some edges didn't find the fielders, didn't go our way, but I think they batted really well. After the ball got old, they took their chances, and their opening partnership kind of took the game away from us.
And on a fifth-day pitch, were you hoping to get more from your senior spinner, Ravindra Jadeja?
He bowled brilliantly. I think he did produce some chances for us. Few pop-ups, that Rishabh didn't see. But that happens, in a game of cricket. You kind of expect there would be some chances that wouldn't go your way.
Can I ask about Jasprit Bumrah? We've heard that he might play 3 of the 5 tests. Is it absolutely set in stone which test matches he will play, or are you open to playing it game by game?
It's definitely more game by game. There's a good break after this test match, so once we are close to the match, we'll see.
Well, it certainly lived up to the billing, and it looks like it's going to be a great series ahead. Thanks for your efforts in this game.
Thank you.
And now for a few words, the winning captain, England's Ben Stokes.
Ben, congratulations. There's something about Headingley, isn't there?
Yeah, we've got some good memories here over the last few years, and this is another one to add to it. Yeah, awesome test match to be part of, going down to the last hour on day 5 and chasing a big total. Pretty special start to the series.
Can I take you back to the first day at the toss, that conundrum you had, a bright sunny day against the statistics here at this game? How difficult a decision was that?
No, well, yeah, look, you don't know what's going to happen before a ball's bowled. You've got to go with what you think is going to give you, the best chance of winning the game, and it's a good job Test cricket's played over 5 days.
But were you thinking more about the 5th day and the run chase at that stage as much as the wickets that you might take on the first?
No, not really. We were trying to think about what would give us the best opportunity to win this game, and the wicket here on day 1, looked like there was a bit of grass on top of it. There was a bit of moisture underneath it. So, yeah, we backed ourselves to win that toss and bowl first, and try and strike a couple of early poles. And the opposition are allowed to play well. This is international level cricket where the quality of players on either side are very good, and we bowled pretty well on that first session, but India as well, I thought they played incredibly well on day 1.
I know you don't do regrets or second guess yourself very often, but was there a moment over those first few days where you thought, I wish I'd have made a different call, or not?
No.
Let's talk about Ben Duckett today. What a great innings from him.
Unbelievable. Unless you're involved in it, the pressure of 4th innings, going out there, is tough, and nobody in the batting's hard enough, especially in England. So, that partnership that Zach and Ben, got us off to was just incredible. I think, what was 160, 170? So, to get that on the board, none down, and a pretty big run chase, obviously set us up brilliantly. You know, those two complement each other so well. Obviously, Ducky got, you know, the big score that obviously contributed towards us winning this game. But I thought the way that Zach was able to stay composed and stay in the moment, and almost sense that, you know, Ducky was getting off to the flyer. So, you know, obviously Ducky's got a big score there, but that 60-70 runs there from Zach as well was very important to this win.
I know he wasn't at Edgbaston in 2022, but lots of your players were. How important are those memories of the run chases you have made, not just in that game, but previously as well in the past couple of years?
Yeah, there's obviously no doubt that, you know, chasing down totals do give you confidence as a team. But, you know, it doesn't mean that, you know, it's a dead set, that's how it's always going to go. But look, having confidence in this dressing room to sort of, you know, be able to win against quality oppositions like we have done, you know, for quite a number of times now, obviously fills this dressing room with confidence. But we're not always going to be in that situation. You know, we'll be stuck into bat first, and we might have to bowl the team out as well, which has a different pressure of its own. So, look, it's been a great start to the series. We've got 4 more hard games coming up. So yeah, we're going to have to obviously get over the excitement of this one pretty quick and turn it around next week.
And I listened to you before the game, and you were asked, what, you know, where an area where your team could improve, and one you said was when your backs are slightly to the wall, actually digging in and scrapping a bit, and you had to do a lot of that in this game. Yeah,
honestly, I think obviously there's been a lot of skill that's contributed towards us winning this Test match, but also the attitude that the team has showed towards this game. You know, we've been in the field for long periods of time, twice throughout this game, but I thought every session that we just turned up with, you know, that the attitude that we could blow this game open at any point. We always knew that we were only a couple of wickets away from, you know, running through the Indian attack. You know, I think Josh Tung's spells there actually in both innings were massively game-changing. So yeah, look, obviously a huge amount of skill to be able to win this game, but also I think the attitude that we showed throughout this whole 5 days has been a massive contribution as well.
And you had those clusters of wickets for the Indian tail in both innings, but for long periods, bowling looked slightly ineffective as India put those big partnerships together. Is that a measure of how well India played and the quality of their batting, or were you concerned as captain that you weren't looking more potent from time to time?
No, not at all. I think this Test match shows, you know, if it goes down to the last hour on day 5, that it's a pretty good wicket, and wickets are hard to come by. But again, that goes back to our attitude of, you know, constantly running in and always feeling like that you're going to be the one to break the game open. And as I said, Josh Tung twice there did it for us, and, you know, obviously being able to clean the Indian tail up there quite cheaply on 2 occasions, you know, was massive in this. And, you know, it's one of those settings where you'll get your rewards eventually. So that hard work and toil that we put into bowling at the Indian top order certainly paid off by being able to, you know, take the last few wickets quite quickly.
Brilliant start to the summer. Looking forward to the rest now.
Thank you very much so, others. It's obviously great to get the series started, and looking forward to the next 4.
Well done.
There has been Test match cricket of the highest quality and highest entertainment value. The crowd that have come here to Headingley, I'm sure you at home would have thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been absolutely wonderful to watch, and that run chase is significant on many levels, not least because England have gone 1-0 up in this vital, massive series against India, but they've sort of broken a few records as well. Highest successful run chases in Test matches of all time. It slots on to the leaderboard a little further down the grid, but nonetheless significant. 373 for 5. West Indies, Australia still lead the way in 2003, but 373